Hi there, this is Gina from hauntedflower.com and hauntedflowerreviews.com, and I just got home from watching Green Lantern starring Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively and Peter Sarsgaard. And I have to say, I'm a little bit mixed on this one because it has some strengths and it has some weaknesses. First of all, the story is just about, there's this guy, Hal Jordan, he's a pilot, and he is chosen to become a Green Lantern. Through a tutorial at the beginning of the movie, you learn the history of the Green Lanterns and their biggest threat, and how all of the worlds are going to end if fear gets them all. Fear is a giant, scary, gray cloud with a face and things. Rawr. Hal Jordan's kind of a screw-up, and he's reckless, and you kind of want Val Kilmer to show up and tell him how reckless and dangerous he is, but he doesn't. He's kind of sort of interested in Blake Lively's character, Carol, who somehow is the head of her father's company and can control whether or not he gets fired. Hal gets this ring, he gets some training from Admiral Akbar and the cave troll from Lord of the Rings, and this red guy named Sinestro doesn't like him, and he's like head of the Lanterns. Eventually, Peter Sarsgaard, who's playing a nerd who is the son of the senator, played by Tim Robbins, becomes infected with scary yellow fear and grows a giant brain deformity thing and becomes the villain. Are you guys still with me? Because the main problem I had with the movie is that I didn't feel like it fleshed out enough of these things. Oh, you mean he's been in love with Carol this whole time? Because I didn't get that from one tiny newspaper clipping cited earlier in the movie. Lots and lots of little holes. I also missed that in this origin story of a superhero, we didn't really get any warm-up battles. I mean, there was a little bit of training on another planet where he got his ass kicked, but his very first battle on his own planet is against the villain. And so he's never rescuing children from a burning building, a cat out of a tree. No warm-up, just bam, you're there, make a racetrack. I can kind of see why Ryan Reynolds may have been cast in this part, because when he does decide to be serious, he can appear quite vulnerable and afraid. And obviously, from all the talking that they do about it, a big part of the Green Lantern is, you know, you have fear, but you have to overcome it to be a superhero. Things that bothered me a little bit about him were they really tried to find these comedic moments, and not a lot of them worked. They kind of came off lame and just fell flat. He's so cute. Riley's not afraid of anything. He's not even afraid to just walk in the middle of the camera while I'm doing this review. I was a little bit disappointed in Peter Sarsgaard, and I think that was more about not fleshing out his character enough than his performance. And I actually was really pleasantly surprised by Blake Lively. I wasn't sure what to expect from her because she's been on Gossip Girl, she had a small part in that Ben Affleck movie, The Town, and I just, wasn't sure what she was going to do in such a big role in such a big summer blockbuster movie, and I was kind of impressed. The things she has going for her are she is gorgeous. Every scene she looks perfect. They put her in wonderful clothes that show her off. And she can cry. I really felt she had genuine feeling for Hal. Might have been unfounded. Her character likes him for some reason. But I believed it was there. I believed their relationship a lot more than the relationships between Thor and Natalie Portman in Thor earlier this summer. But I really thought Thor was the better movie for an overall. I really liked the planet where all the lanterns live. I thought that was really cool and definitely comparable to Thor's planet. But it just wasn't as strong of a movie as a whole. Things were rushed. I couldn't believe he took on such a giant villain in the very first movie. So do I recommend you go and see it? Well, if you've been curious about it this long, of course you should still go see it. It's a superhero movie. They don't come every summer. Yes, they do. There's 3 in the summer. But still, you have to satisfy your curiosity. But if you're the average theater goer who didn't know anything about Green Lantern, weren't sure if you even cared about Green Lantern, you can probably wait for a rental on this one. They left out a few of the characters in the end credits, so if you're wondering who Admiral Akbar is, it's Jeffrey Rush. And if you're wondering who the cave troll is, it's Michael Clark Duncan. So, thank you for watching my review. I hope you'll join me again next time for another movie, DVD, or anime review. Say bye, Harley. For more reviews and to find out about free contest giveaways, go to hauntedflowerreviews.com. My reviews are also available as a podcast on iTunes. Search for Haunted Flower Reviews and subscribe and leave us feedback and comments. Our store is hauntedflower.com, where we specialize in fantastic licensed apparel from movies, TV shows, video games, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower and Twitter at haunted_flower.
If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on how you can win free screening passes.
Excuse me. I don't think I can keep my burp.